So we talked about family. We talked about fitness.
Yep.
And now healthy aging. We save the best for last.
Yeah. This is really
Speaking of
why
healthy
we're
aging,
doing this.
You're looking good, Joe.
Well, thanks, Jim. Well,
Yeah, you know, you're
trying a little harder.
Approaching a big birthday next year.
Sure am.
They're all big at our age, of course.
they are.
But you are looking good. I'm glad you're working out hard,
Mhm.
eating good. And so, Joe, you've taught the team well that you have to age, but
You don't have to get old.
I like it.
Big difference
Well,
in
'cause
those two.
some people are old at 20.
Oh, that's true.
They're
That's
not
true.
working out. They're
Yeah.
not eating well. They're not moving around.
Yeah.
They're depressed. They're anxious. They're all these things. Now, look, if I'm not minimizing it. If you're clinically depressed, we need some help.
Sure.
However, a lot of us suffer from emotions up and down, which they should be, because everyone wants to be balanced. What happens when you're like this?
When you're like that looks like a flat line to me.
Not good. So you're going to have roller coaster rides, right?
Yeah.
The idea is to go with the dips and turns, right?
Exactly.
And not have it where it's overwhelming, right? So one of the things we can do is adopt a really healthy lifestyle, right?
Right.
So what are some of the things you do to keep yourself looking so young?
Well, it all starts with what you put in your mouth, and all disease starts in the gut. That's Hippocrates. Was another Hippocrates. But, that starts there. It's always got to be about food. It's got to be about supplementing your diet, right? Because we know we can't live by food alone anymore.
Oh,
And that's just the start, Jamie. And like Dr. Bob says all the time, how about the movement aspect?
Yeah, you need to make sure you're getting good food, good
Good
water,
sleep.
good movement, sleep, of course, elimination,
Good thoughts.
emotional wellness, right? Because the thoughts become actions, right? So when you look at that over time, you realize, oh, okay, so if you have a bad thought and you focus on bad things are going to happen, right? You see this in sports all the time.
Sure.
You see the team, even though they're winning, that emotionally they have memories that they are going to fail at
Collapse
the end.
at the end.
And here it comes, right? So that happens in anything in life, right? So keep yourself young. I think laughing is the best medicine.
Oh, it is. It's one of the best medicines there is. And you know what? What's the best way to do that? With your family and friends. That's why this grouping of wellness solutions is so perfect for the summer.
Yeah, you can laugh with them and sometimes at them.
Sometimes,
Hey,
yeah.
you can laugh at me. I don't care. But some of the other things I like to do, of course, working out, reading, journaling.
Yeah.
I've been doing my form of meditation. I'm getting a little better at it, so I really enjoy that to clear the mind.
Good.
And, of course, the nutrients. So let's look at this rundown. Beauty Complete. Be honest, Joe, I've been taking it. Can you hear it?
I hear it.
So it helps with
Nails. Nail strength.
skin, joints, and hair, of course, for Joe. It has a peptide in there. It's got 3 different products in one. It's a complete, comprehensive formula. Only 2 caps a day. And tremendous research on these ingredients. You will see significant improvement within 90 days. Nails within 10 days.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah.
That's really fast. And, that's a big industry out there, isn't it? Nails, the manicures, and all that stuff. I mean, we should be helping them along.
So then we have the Estro Cleanse, another one of my favorites, because it's going to help our body balance and clean out and help process hormones. Think about if you were going to get from here to California, the state, right? You can fly, drive, or walk. What's the most efficient way?
Fly.
Right. Same way in the body. There's different pathways your hormones can take, and there's a 2, 4, and 16. If you take the 2 pathway, it's much healthier for your body. When you go down to 4 or 16, it's like red alert for cancer, right?
Absolutely.
So not making any claims here, of course, but we know when we go down those roads, it's a much higher risk for you for breast cancer, prostate, ovarian, and uterine. So Estro Cleanse, we'll get into a little more in a minute. We have the SPMs as a great anti-inflammatory and accelerative healing. The Pro Purples, and then the 2020 for vision. So let's break these down a little more, Joe.
Okay.
Let's start with
Pro
Purples.
Yeah, why not? Let's start with Pro Purples. Why? Well, Pro Purples is one of those drink mixes with all of these exotic, deep-colored fruits and vegetables that you really don't eat, but you should. And they're just not easily available, and they're hard to find, but they're all in the purples. What good do they do? Well, these deep-colored fruits and vegetables produce a high array of antioxidant support in the body, and they produce something called trans resveratrol. Now, we've known about resveratrol for a long time. We know that it comes from the skin of an organic grape. There's other areas you can find it. But it's so important in the body because resveratrol slows down the aging process by protecting the telomeres.
Yeah, it works on sirtuin genes, right?
Yes, exactly.
So we have PQQ in here, transresveratrol. We have the alpha GPC, because what's the first thing to go as we age?
Well, there's a debate there, but most people will say it's the mind.
Mind, right?
Yeah.
And Pro Purples will calm the mind, improve focus, circulation, skin, and cardiovascular. So this is one of our colors that you can add to any shake, Joe. So here's some of the things you talked about, including a huperzine A,
yes,
which really works on the enzymes that are responsible for high risk of Alzheimer's, right? So awesome formulation, tastes great, and you can put it in a shake or you can do it a la carte.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it is part of the shake of the quarter, isn't it?
So what is the shake of the quarter?
Ooh, Purple Haze.
I love it. It's a great song by Jimmy
song.
and a great shake by you, of course. So healthy brain, healthy focus, healthy mind. Beauty Complete, we were talking about a little bit. The synetine is a peptide keratin that has all the published studies on PubMed on that ingredient alone. We took the Hair Plus and added it right in. So you have the horsetail, biotin, zinc, folate, salt, palmetto. So it's working on multiple mechanisms of action. How many caps a day? Just 2.
Just 2.
And the Estro Cleanse, I love this because most people just take one of these ingredients, Joe.
That's right. And, this formula was designed years and years ago, and it needed no upgrade because it was so good, right? We addressed, DIM. Now, DIM has been around a long time. DIM helps to balance that delicate ratio between free testosterone and estrogen, specifically estradiol. That ratio gets out of whack, nothing's going to work right, okay? So DIM will address that. But so does indole-3-carbinol, Jamie. And indole-3-carbinol was around before DIM, if you remember, right? That's all we had. We do know that indole-3-carbinol reduces the DIM in the body, so you're getting a double dose, right? And it's going to give you more for your money. The trifecta here, calcium diglucarate. Right, that comes from the same family of cruciferous vegetables as DIM and indole-3-carbinol, but has massive studies on hormone-related cancers and health.
Yeah, it's a great formula created by Dr. Franny Perez, MD, ND, in homeopathy.
Yeah, didn't you just see her recently?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
she came
she's
back
doing
to
great,
visit
right?
Pittsburgh, doing great.
Good.
And she still loves Nutritional Frontiers and our formulations. And God, she was the original class of Bastyr in 1978.
Wow.
So this is the connection, Joe, our team has in the reach. All the way back to the first graduating class of Bastyr, which is the premier naturopathic school out there. So
that's right.
Thanks, Dr. Perez. So what about 2020? Let's hear it.
This,
look at this
I
smile on
love
your
this
face.
formula. When we came out with this formula, that was our premier eye formula. And it has everything the eye needs for health, for blue light, for cataracts, for macular degeneration. But when we took a close look at it, we found that this was the most complete antioxidant we had on our shelves. It was amazing. That's why everybody should take it, not just for eye health.
Yeah, it has the ACEs, right? Vitamin A, C, E, and selenium. It has bilberry. It actually has Lutamax, which one ingredient of the year.
Yeah.
If you look at the macula of the eye, which is most of what your vision is, right? The center of the eye, there's 3 nutrients in there: lutein, RR, and RS-zeaxanthin. So Lutamax actually combines those 3 nutrients together, and that's why you see dramatic improvement. This is A-Reds plus. That's the amount of nutrients in there, including bilberry and grapeseed extract.
Yes, and not just grapeseed extract.
What kind?
Activin, patented research trademarked form of grapeseed extract, and one of my all-time favorite ingredients.
Well, we saved the best for last, of course. We have the SPMs, right? So specialized pro-resolving mediators. These are solutions for inflammation. They've been really studied to look at controlling the cytokine storm, right? There's over 1,000 published articles and research on PubMed for SPM and COVID.
Right.
So it not only cools the inflammation, but it accelerates the healing.
Yes. Well, and you can't really heal until you calm the inflammatory process.
Right.
That is the barrier
Think about
to
like
healing.
your kitchen's on fire. You can't
Rebuild it.
so you put the fire out,
That's
and then what SPM does is cleaning up all that damaged debris.
Yeah.
So now you can rebuild it.
Yeah, like Dr. Bob said, maybe one of the greatest nutrients that come out this decade.
Century. But
Century.
Who's
he said.
counting?
Wow.
Yeah. So let's talk about. We'll wrap it up here, Joe, with the shake of the quarter, the Purple Haze. So let's hear how you put this.
Wow,
one together.
it's so easy. I mean, it's our Pro Purples, Best Way vanilla, water, ice. You're done. You could put it in the blender. You could put it in the shaker. Either way, it's going to be absolutely delicious and the most fortified way to get your water intake on a daily basis, right?
Well, I love it. Thanks so much, Joe. Thanks, Phil. Thanks for all the supporters. Happy birthday, USA, for the month of July. We're super excited for our Q3 focus. We have our family, we have fitness, and we have healthy aging.
That's what it's all about.
So I want to thank everyone for your support during this quarter. We started events back up in August 15th. That's in Cuyahoga Falls.
Cuyahoga
And we'll
Falls.
be
Slowly
finishing up in Pittsburgh, October 18th to the 20th with the PTE. Go on nutritionalfrontiers.com and check out our events and also all the videos we have for this quarter.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great summer, and then we're going to kick it hard in the fall.
Well, thanks, Joe. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate the support. Let's continue making the world healthy, and God bless.